And now presenting the field for the 63rd running of the Rebel Stakes. Number 1 is Jonathan Poulin, Westerbergs, Mrs. John Magnier, Derek Smith, and Michael Tabers verifying. Brad Cox is the trainer, and the jockey is Florent Giroux. Number 2 is Cortland Farms Powerful. Steve Asmussen is the trainer. The jockey is Isaac Castillo. Number 3 is Winchell Thoroughbreds Red Route 1. Steve Asmussen is the trainer. The jockey, Christian Torres. Number 4 is Three Chimneys Farms Gun Pilot. Steve Asmussen is the trainer. The jockey is Ricardo Santana Jr. Number 5 is Spendthrift Farms, Steve Landers Racing's Martin Schwartz, and Michael Dubbs' Giant Mischief. Brad Cox is the trainer, and the jockey is Irad Ortiz Jr. Number 6 is SF Racing, Starlight Racing, Matacat Stables, R.E. Masterson, Stone Street Stables and Partners Reincarnate. Tim Yachtine is the trainer, and the jockey is John Velasquez. Number 7 is Don't Tell My Wife Stables Confidence Game. Keith DeSormo is the trainer, and the jockey is James Graham. Number 8 is Windstar Farm and Sienna Farms, Talladega. Rudolph Brissett is the trainer, and the jockey is Flavian Pratt. Number 9 is OXO Equine's Event Detail. Paulo Lobo is the trainer, and the jockey is Gerardo Corrales. Number 10 is BC Stables Bourbon Bash. Wayne Lucas is the trainer, the jockey, Michael Michel. And completing the field, number 11, CH Diamond Racing's and Magdalena Racing's Frosted Departure. Kenny McPeak is the trainer, and the jockey is Francisco Arrieta. That's the field for the 63rd running of the Rebel. There's the Rebel yell from the Oaklawn Park crowd. Frosted Departure and Giant Mischief, a hard scent, Powerful. These three quickest. Verifying away in fourth. Then comes Confidence Game and Bourbon Bash. Talladega just outside of him. Reincarnate and Event Detail, and the early trailer is Red Route 1, and they turn to the backstretch with lots of speed on. It is Powerful, 3/4 of a length in front of Frosted Departure in second. Verifying and Stablemate. Giant Mischief are third and fourth, and 2 from the front. It's 2.5 back to Confidence Game. Gun Pilots at the rail, 6th and 4 off the lead. Then 2-2, Talladega and Bourbon Bash. Reincarnate has 10 lengths to make up. He's a length in front of Event Detail. Desperately last is Red Route 1. 1/2 mile to go in the 63rd Rebel. Frosted Departure and Powerful. Verifying and Giant Mischief. Watching those 2 from the front. Gun Pilot has moved at the rail. He's 5th now from Confidence Game. At the back of the pack still are Reincarnate, Event Detail, and Talladega around the far turn in the Rebel. Frosted Departure just in front of Powerful. Giant Mischief gets first crack at him, and here's Giant Mischief. Confidence Game is 3 deep. 2 back to Gun Pilot. Talladega is next. Reincarnate still has a long way to come, and Giant Mischief off the top of the turn is joined by long shot Confidence Game, and Confidence Game is now 1.5 lengths in front. Reincarnate is trying to split horses to the outside, and Red Route 1 from the back of the pack. It is Confidence Game. Red Route 1 moves into second. Confidence Game, Red Route 1, Confidence Game. The 63rd Rebel goes to Confidence Game over Red Route 1. Reincarnate was third, and Verifying finished fourth. And now returning to the Larry Snyder Winner's Circle, the winner of the 63rd running of the Rebel, Confidence Game, and jockey James Graham. Confidence Game is owned by Don't Tell My Wife Stables and trained by Keith DeSormo. Running time 1 minute 44 and 1/5 seconds. In the winner's circle to present the trophy for the 63rd running of the Rebel Stakes is Lisa Lazarus.
Well, Confidence Game certainly lives up to his name in today's Grade 2 Rebel Stakes, and a very confident ride by jockey Jimmy Graham for trainer Keith DeSormo. And I tell you what a fabulous ownership name. Don't Tell My Wife Stables, certainly celebrating in big fashion here in the winner's circle. Jimmy, tell me about your trip, because he said to me before we came on air, this horse is really putting it all together, and he certainly did it today.
Yeah, they went pretty quick when we left the gate. He slotted in real nice, got relaxed, comfortable, travelled real all the way through the bridle. The 3/8 pole, everybody started picking up, so I let him pick up with them, and he run them to the wire. You know, he's still big, a little bit backward, and he's going forward, and it's starting to come together.
So as these 3-year-old series progress and the distances get longer, how do you think he's going to handle these further distances?
I don't think he'll find a problem. Like, he's galloping to the wire, the horse got to his hip on the gallop out, and he started running away from him again. The outrider had to pick me up. So I'm hoping please God, me and Keith have done this before, where we're looking like we got a nice 3-year-old and kind of just didn't pan out, and I hope he can carry me all the way to the Derby.
Well, he has carried him at least 50 points to the starting gate of the Kentucky Derby that first Saturday in May. And I feel like you have brought Mardi Gras to the winner's circle here at Oaklawn Park. Congratulations for an amazing, amazing race.
Thank you.
Well, it was Confidence Game. Very big confident win in today's Grade 2 $1 million Rebel Stakes.